Today's going to be another jewelry lesson with Ron Designs. Today's going to be covering opals. Opals are they used to be known as the king of gems because they had almost all the colors in one stone. This is an Ethiopian opal. Not all Ethiopian opals are white, but if they're white, they generally are Ethiopian. There are some Wello mines in there. Australian opals tend to be darker. They are also hydrosilica, which means they don't absorb water. So I still wouldn't shower with it, but don't tell anybody, they don't absorb water, so I mean, you don't have to worry as much, but there's stories of Ethiopian opal dealers buying opals, and they're like, all right, I want to buy this opal, but I want to put it in a bottle of water. I'm going to tape it up and leave it with you. And if I come back tomorrow and it still has all the color, as in it didn't absorb all the water, I'll buy it. But sometimes they absorb a lot of water, and generally when they, I don't want to say, leak out, but once it wicks away, and it can crack, and it can also lose some color. Sometimes it'll retain all of its color, but other times it'll, lose its color. So, not all opals are created equal. You can't really grade them like you can a diamond easily. You can tell that these, besides size, these two are around the same size, but you can tell it does not nearly have the same amount of fire. They're both Australian, but quality is something you can kind of see. There's stories of men in the Crusades, before leaving, they would give their wives a big giant opal, and if they came back and the opal cracked, it meant that their wives cheated and were unfaithful. But as we know, some opals absorb water and they can dry out, and when they do, they crack. So women learned that opals were kind of bad luck. The Australians actually, their stones crack as well. So when they mine it, they would put it on top of their roofs, and when it cracked, it would crack then and there. However, sometimes you would see a lot of opals in jars full of water, and well, that's because they're afraid of cracking or drying out or something like that. There are many different types of opal. This is boulder opal. So instead of a solid opal, a solid piece, say like this, or a solid piece with all the colors, they're in a stone. So it's almost like they're the veins of the stone, and that's called boulder opal. They're Mexican fire opal, which has many different tinges of orange. I actually made this piece for a client, and that's a fire opal. I don't know if he wanted me giving him a shout out, but I'm doing it anyways. Yeah, so those are opals. Mexican fire opals are orange. Fluorescent opals. Oh, these are pretty rare. I don't see these often. So they look white, and I'm gonna have to make you take a trip with me. Give me a minute. So under most light, daylight, this is white. It's just clear stone. Looks like quartz or, just some clear stone. But under UV light, it has a green tinge. You see that? It has that green to it. But under normal light, it's just white. So I thought that's neat. So I bought some. And I still don't have a design in mind. but I do have a friend that does UV inlay, so probably collaborate with him eventually. And there are many different types of opal. There's moss opal or wood opal. I don't think I have any wood. Oh, there you go, wood opal. One moment, and get back to the tripod. Okay, so wood opal. There is moss opal, which I don't think is the least impressive. I think it's the least impressive of opals. But you know, it's in the family. Every family has a cousin no one's proud of. Don't worry, I'm that cousin. There's doublets. Doublets are. Oh, hold on. Jeez. Let's see if my flashlight can behave. Doublets are slices of opals, like salami, where they put a slice at the bottom and they put a crystal on top. So this is if you're going to daily an opal. Synthetic or doublets would be preferred, I think, because now you have this harder crystal on top and you can protect it. But these are generally cheaper because if this is one solid stone, that'd be bloody expensive. And they're triplets, so there's the crystal, the opal, and then there's black backing that makes it a pop even more. There are smoked opal, which I have my first ring was made of a smoked opal. I thought it was black opal, but I found out it was treated, and that's all right. I mean, as long as you enjoy the opal, that's all that matters. You know, they're opals like this. They're lower end opals. They're high end opals. They're just all up to preference. What do you like? These are kind of more natural form. As the Australians say, there's only one type of opal, and that's Australian opal. And I don't want to agree, but I kind of agree. Like, these are both Australian, but you can tell one has much more fire than the other. I filmed this multiple times, so I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but much love, guys. I'll see you on the next video. I hope I didn't miss anything here. Yeah, much love. I'll see you on the next video.